Welcome, Board of Education, administrators, families, teachers, and graduates, to the 2025 Highland Middle School 8th grade graduation. My name is Jude Driz. Today finally marks the end of this 8th grade class's time at Highland Middle School. Even though our chapter at Highland is ending, there is still so much to come in high school. Whether it be joining sports teams or being a part of the fine arts, getting our driver's license, or maybe even new relationships, we have so much for which to look forward to. Today, we are the class of 2025, but tomorrow, and for the next 4 years of our lives, we're the class of 2029. If you think of high school as a doorway or an opportunity, you'll see that high school isn't just something you have to do for the next 4 years of your life. It's a place for your dreams, accomplishments, and ultimate successes to be born. Today isn't just important to me, but it is also important to the 254 graduates here today. So I ask each of you to please silence your cell phones and hold your applause to allow for the names of all the students to be read. Let us respect all the individuals who are here to celebrate this achievement. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Now, can everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. Thank you.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administrators, staff, families, and fellow graduates. My name is Nicholas Shalfo, and I've been given the honor to speak about our last 3 years at Highland Middle School. Highland provided us with opportunities to expand our skills beyond what was offered at elementary school in areas of academics and extracurriculars. Throughout my time at Highland, I have been involved in different sports and clubs, but what I was most drawn to was theater. To me, our time at Highland was similar to the experience of creating a show. Theater is a production. To the general public, they see the final product, but what they don't see is the process. The process is the most important part. The process for some people might be practicing or training in a sport, or it might be studying for a test. For theater, the process starts in auditions. It's hard to describe the feeling of auditioning for a show or trying out for a sport or club. For me, one day that matches the nervous energy of an audition was the first day of 6th grade. On day 1 of middle school, we were all testing out our expectations of our school and the new faces, both students and teachers, in our classes. We wanted people to perceive us in a specific way, but as much as we were auditioning for everyone else was auditioning for us. We had to find with whom we wanted to become friends. We asked ourselves, what role would I play in a new group? Outdoor Ed was a chance to explore the answer to this question. This was the time to talk to new people and be out of our comfort zones. After the trip, we began to notice a shift at school. People were no longer attached to their groups created by elementary schools. They expanded their circles. We started to come together as one school. Those first months, we were finding out what role we fit into at Highland. The next step in the theatrical process is to prepare, and that's what we did. Before we could make progress, we had to experience setbacks. We had to learn how to study for our first tests, get real letter grades for the first time, and learn how to balance academics, extracurriculars, and new social experiences. One setback we faced was learning to overcome struggles, and we could not do this alone. We had to rely on our directors, our teachers, friends, and parents to work together to improve as a student and as a person. Highland provided us with opportunities to grow and overcome these challenges, with different forms of student assistance and study hall. We had to move past disappointments and grow from them. Every piece of advice a teacher gave you, every time you struggled on a test, or every time you succeeded, you worked to achieve success or conquer failure. Setbacks that we faced, we came back from them stronger, not willing to make the same mistakes again. These experiences refined our skills, and that's the point of practice. It's repetition, constant learning and adjusting, growing us to the part that we wanted to play. It was working towards a goal of the performance, where we could showcase our learned skills. And then the curtain was beginning to rise, and we felt the anticipation in all of our classes. First, we had to finish our academics, and our practice was starting to pay off. We were able to use the skills we've been working on, our studying and test-taking strategies, and we got through those final exams in math, language arts, and the Constitution test, using our perfected skills. Then, we could have fun and celebrate our accomplishments with our 8th grade dance, the Six Flags field trip, and the Adler picnic. The graduation practices were our dress rehearsals. We started to see how our work was being displayed. To me, dress rehearsals were not a time for learning, but a time for reflection, a test. We were so close to the finish, but we couldn't forget what we learned. Because when the show comes, we have to be able to trust we will always remember the process. All of the effort over these last 3 years have been for this, and we should be proud. But the work doesn't end here. Every show ends and a new one begins. In a few months, we'll be back at auditions, that first day of high school. And after that, we keep going back for college and eventually our jobs. We'll be in a new space, but we're still relying on the skills that we learned throughout Highland. I've heard it best from actress Emma Watson. It's the journey, not the end goal, that's important. We are constantly growing and learning, but without the process, we won't achieve our goals. That first day is always going to be nerve-wracking, but it's necessary. We need to find places that want us and that we want to be. We eventually will have to choose what part we want to play in society. And no matter what field you go into or where you'll be in the next few years, be grateful for the journey. Now, the curtain is closing, and as we take our bows at Highland, think of our time here fondly. As you hear the applause from the audience tonight and you walk across the stage, feel proud of yourselves. Bask in the acknowledgement of your hard work and lean into the future. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2025.
Good evening, Board of Education, administration, family, friends, teachers, and most importantly, the 8th grade graduating class of 2025. I'm Lauren Pratt, and I'm honored to have received the American Legion Award and have the opportunity to speak to you tonight about our future. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood is the first line from the famous poem, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. This poem resonates with what we will be faced with in high school and beyond. Our future educational journeys will open up a number of paths and directions. Maybe you want to be an artist, a teacher, a scientist, an athlete, or a technician. Or maybe you don't know what path you want to take yet, and that's okay. Throughout life, your perspectives may change, and you may pick a different path or dream. And choosing a set path in life is difficult, and you don't need to decide which at this moment because the right decisions take time. It may seem easier to take the safe path or the one everyone seems to choose, but the path that is right for someone else might not be the right path for you. In choosing the path that is right for you, you must be open to taking risks. Try different things, don't limit yourself to what's usually in your comfort zone, and put yourself out there. Be brave and be daring. We are the ones that determine our own future by the choices we make. Our future is built through our dreams, efforts, disappointments, and achievements. Be open to exploring new paths and see which one fits you. I'm not talking about reckless or dangerous risks. I'm talking about the ones that make you try something new and unfamiliar. For example, maybe you join a class in which you don't know anyone. Maybe you try it for a sport you've never done, or join a club you are unsure you will like. Being bold throughout these next important years of your life will benefit you and your future. Trying new things that may feel uncomfortable at first will help you grow into the person you're meant to be. Taking risks on any path may also lead to setbacks. Life can be like a roller coaster with all its ups and downs and unpredictable challenges. But these setbacks can lead to success. The next 8 years will be the most formative, difficult, and eventful ones of our lives. You may have instances where you will feel defeated because you didn't make a sports team. You may not get a role in the musical, or you may not get a good grade. We all have to anticipate these setbacks happening to us, especially in high school. We can either let the challenges overcome us, or we can learn from them to help build the kind of life we want. At some point, everyone will experience failures, detours, disappointments, and difficulties in life, but those rough patches do not define who you are. Things will not always go as you plan, and your path may be shifted, but what is important is that you keep trying and be hopeful for what's ahead. No one will have a perfect road to their dreams, and you can't let setbacks shape your story, but use them as lessons to lead you to success. With any path and every setback, don't be afraid to ask for help. Help will get you through hard times in any season of life. There is no shame in needing assistance in difficult situations, whether that is academic, mental, or physical. You may need help from a coach, a parent, a teacher, friend, or a classmate, but it's vital to seek out support from those around you. My hope for our class is that we can build an encouraging community together so that we are able to help those around us feel comfortable asking for guidance. And to quote Robert Frost one last time, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." As we look ahead to the future, let's remember that we all have our own journey to take in life. And in order to find the best path for you, I encourage you to take risks and ask for help when things get tough. We have the chance to be trailblazers. Let's take everything we have learned from District 70 and apply it to make a difference in society and our futures. Thank you, and congratulations to the 8th grade graduates of 2025.
Good evening. I'm Rebecca Jenkins, the proud superintendent here in District 70. And to our graduates, today is all about you. And I am so proud to be standing here looking out at this incredible group of students who represent the very best of District 70. You've made it through tests, projects, group work, probably a few fire drills all along the way. And here you are, officially on the edge of high school and all that comes next. But what stands out most about this 8th grade class isn't just what you've done, it's who you are. I've had the chance to work closely with so many of you, and I want you to know how much I've learned from you. The time, thought, and heart that you've put into sharing your experiences, your ideas, your hopes for your school have been truly inspiring. You didn't just show up. You showed leadership. You showed empathy. You asked hard questions, and you wanted your school to be better, not just for yourselves, but for everyone that comes behind you. That's the kind of leadership that matters. And it didn't stop there. This year, your class led the charge to partner with Special Spaces, working to bring joy to children in our area experiencing cancer. That kind of compassion, that desire to give back, says everything about the strength of your character. As you head into this next chapter, my hope is that you'll keep doing what you've already done so well. Keep advocating for yourself, speak up for what matters, pursue your interests and your passions, and the things that make you light up. And stay connected to our community because we are so proud of you. And we're cheering you on every step of the way. You are thoughtful, you are driven, you are kind, and most importantly, you are ready. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Go out there and make us even prouder. Thank you.
Let's give Mrs. Brown Thomas and our chorus one more round of applause. Good evening. My name is John Hallmark, and I am the proud principal of Highland Middle School. I'm genuinely grateful to be with you tonight. First, to our parents, thank you. From the early morning drop-offs to the midday, "Can you bring me what I forgot?" texts, your support means more than you know. Your commitment to your child's success is evident in countless ways here tonight, and we appreciate you. If you are the parent or guardian of a graduating student, would you raise your hand for a moment? Let's take a second to thank you and give you a round of applause. Truly, you've helped them get this far, and they wouldn't be here without you. I also want to recognize the incredible staff at Highland Middle School and all across Libertyville District 70. Students, your teachers have done more than just prepare you for tests. They've challenged you, believed in you, and helped shape who you are becoming. The work they do matters, and it shows. Teachers and staff, if you're here tonight, would you please stand so we can show you our appreciation? Finally, to our students, this evening is for you. Before we get to the names and the diplomas, I'd like to share just a few words with you one last time. Professor Angela Duckworth, a psychologist, researcher, and author, discusses a trait called grit. Grit isn't about talent or IQ. It's about passion and perseverance over time. It's about sticking with something even when it's hard. Professor Duckworth found that individuals who exhibit grit often achieve more than those who rely solely on natural ability. Why? Grit means you're willing to work through failure to keep going when things don't come easily. So in my final words to all of you, I don't want to just tell you how talented you are. I want to recognize how gritty you've become. I've seen your resilience through tough assignments, changes, challenges, the ups and downs of middle school life, and you kept showing up. You kept trying, and that's what matters. To build grit, Professor Duckworth encourages us to set long-term goals that matter to us, keep showing up, especially on the hard days, and see effort not as a weakness but as a strength. Students, let this day serve as a marker of all the effort and perseverance that brought you here, and a reminder that resilience will carry you even further. As you move on to high school, remember this. Your strength isn't just in how well you do when things are easy. It's in how you keep going when they're not. Congratulations, we're proud of you, and we know you're prepared for what comes next. At this time, Assistant Principal Mrs. Valerie Rivera and I are proud to present this group to our Board of Education and the Libertyville community. These remarkable students have met the requirements for advancement to high school, and we now invite them to come forward and receive their well-deserved diplomas. Assisting in the presentation of diplomas this evening are school board members Mrs. Jennifer Kahn, former school board member Mrs. Angela Balanag, Assistant Principal Ms. Christy Martin, and Superintendent of Schools Mrs. Rebecca Jenkins. Giselle Abasco.
Kevin Afrell.
Annika Agarwal.
Alexander Alfaroff.
Independence, Allen.
Peter Allegretti.
Vitus Amenavor.
Lucas Axelson.
Anthony Bain.
Millen Baines.
Haley Baker.
Leah Baker.
Vivian Balanag.
Michaela Blanton.
Liv Blomgren.
Brandon Bosch.
Sophia Boyce.
Cameron Brandow.
Alyssa Brandt.
Lillian Brazda.
Juliet Broccolo.
Elizabeth Brown,
Calhoun Bruja,
Jacob Bunick,
Ian Behrens,
Whitaker Burton,
Jackson Butler,
Henry Butts,
Haley Cagle,
Mateo Carlson,
Aaliyah Carpel,
Caroline Cosmaker,
Dorothea Cesarone,
John Chadwick,
Julia Shalafo,
Nicholas Shalafo,
Max Shatamra,
Caden James Chin,
Ambrose Shearhart,
Cade Christensen,
Zoe Christensen,
William Clavel,
Kamor Cole,
Stella Coleman,
Harrison Collins,
Bryn Colton,
William Cooley,
Austin Corcoran,
Ella Creel,
Melania Crivello,
Alexander Crocco,
Nellie Dyka,
Aaliyah Dalvey,
Logan Dames,
Emma Darst,
Eli Davis,
Angel DeLeo,
Lauren Devine,
Mac Dobius,
Mason Dobius,
Bryn Dodd,
Ophelia Dolinar,
Jason Dolph,
Jude Driz,
Grayson Dunn,
Axel Ecker,
Avery Edmondson,
Olivia Eddy,
Kareem Faruqi,
Hakeem Elmanshawi,
Luca Figarelli,
Jack Ferguson,
Isla Finkelstein,
Kellen Finholt,
Daniela Flores,
Romy Flegel,
Alex Fullington,
Charlotte Fullington,
Peter Gerber,
Lydia Goronsky,
Connor Ganella,
Kinsey Gifford,
Jane Gavorchin,
Cameron Gavorchin,
Nasiah Hall,
Lumis Grata,
William Hamilton,
Callie Hamburg,
William Hanson,
Matthew Hamlin,
Hudson Harrison,
London Hardy,
Cale Hatton,
Nolan Hassan,
Fernanda Hernandez,
Luke Hayes,
Bryn Hickman,
Nil Herrera Bonet,
Emily Hoffmeister,
Olivia Hilliard,
Charlie Holland,
Anya Holland,
Beckett Hunter,
Cameron Huber,
Aiden Jacoby,
Amelia Hughesmuller,
Olivia Jansen,
Grayson Jager,
Sophia Joyce,
Spencer Johnson,
Cole Kalinowski,
Evan Kahn,
Everett Keister,
Ryan Keeble,
Berkeley Klobakowski,
Jack Kendall,
Hayden Kozar,
Emily Coyne,
Aiden Krisoff,
Riley Krybeck,
Aiden Krinsky,
Henry Christopher,
Brett Kubas,
Catherine Kubala,
Nathan Curian,
Alexandra Kewen,
Gerardo Leon Martinez,
Peter Lee,
Margaret Losh,
Zachary Longley,
Carter Luxon,
Valentine Lusto DeFranca,
Owen Mackey,
Indrani Mitra,
Maxine Marks,
Abigail Morella,
Selah Martin,
Charles Martin,
Elise Mastracchio,
Ronaldino Martinez Salinas,
Sean McMahon,
Caitlin McLaren,
Nathan Messinger,
Audrey McMurrow,
Valentina Melanovic Martin.
Kayla Metzger.
David Morea.
Anna Malinkovic.
Colton Mortensen.
Justin Moreno.
Brianna Mulvaney.
Benjamin Moss.
Rourke Neitzel.
Gianna Natal.
Ryan O'Grady.
Mason O'Connor.
Maya Palik.
Owen Page.
Vedkumar Patel.
Bryce Parvis.
Emily Perkins.
Nashawn Patterson.
Chloe Platt.
Lila Pike.
Isaac Pricer.
Miriam Plevak.
Krithik Pator.
Lauren Pratt.
Hamsini Rengo Redigari.
Nevin Pulte.
Milver Reyes.
Ellis Randall.
Andrew Reeder.
Kara Ray.
Alexander Rowe.
Carly Richter.
Sofia Rojas Calderon.
Alvaro Rios.
Alexander Retigliano.
Fatima Rojas Calderon.
Liliane Sagala.
Kira Roycroft.
Molly Sams.
Emerson Ryan.
Francesca Sanchez.
Abby Sagala.
Kate Sazy.
Olivia Sams.
Oscar Schickendance.
Liam Sanderson.
David Schreiber.
Oliver Schickendance.
Amelia Shubo.
Reed Schneider.
Isaac Scott.
Rory Schreiber.
Toby Sellers.
Arden Shuitt.
Gavin Seymour.
Marina Scott.
Maeve Shields.
Ajani Cermak Ramirez.
Sophia Slago.
Brooks Sheridan.
Dylan Soling.
Zane Siddiqui.
Sophia Stephenson.
Caitlin Slowick.
Gia Strader.
Andrew Steffi.
Cole Serber.
Alexandra Stephanitis.
Tegan Suddy.
Aubrey Summers.
Dawson Taylor.
Riley Sutter.
Anna Lucia Thomas.
Maya Sai.
Liv Thompson.
Alexa Thomas.
Rula Torkey.
Jaden Thompson.
Julian Truelove.
Daniel Toma.
Isabella Turnbow.
Soleil Trobeck.
Kale Tyrakowski.
Francis Chaika.
Braden Vasic.
Olivia Tweed.
Amelia Vasquez.
Anthony Urso.
Jackson Wakefield.
Blake Vander Ark.
Mason Waller.
Melanie Viatorio Lopez.
Kate Werner.
Rachel Wakefield.
Caleb Westland.
Max Veeden.
Ripley Wilden.
Caden Westforth.
Grayson Wolak.
Emma Westfall.
Noah Wu.
Maxwell Wilson.
Benjamin Zabel.
Addison Woodward.
Audrey Zelaya.
Ben Zabin. Rita Zahidi. Leonard Zerwiden.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Highland Middle School class of 2025.